Hello everyone, this is Revathi working as an assistant professor in the Department of Information Technology from SNS College of Engineering, Coimbatore. Today let us see about transport layer protocols, that is user datagram protocol UDP, simply named as UDP. Let's move on to the topic. Here, Bluetooth technology is being used to successfully integrate many of the critical devices and systems that power hospitals. They provide real examples of how medical devices tracking, indoor navigation, space utilization, and other location services are helping healthcare facilities for their operations and improve the care they provide to the patients. Here, the UDP is a connectionless, unreliable transport protocol. It does not add anything to the services of IP, that means Internet Protocol, except for providing process to process communication instead of host to host communication. Host to host communication is nothing but source and destination directly communicate with each other. We are here, we do not use any intermediate between them. Then UDP does not implement flow control or reliable or ordered delivery. That means UDP does not confirm whether the message is reached to the receiver or not. It will just send the message to the receiver. Then UDP ensures correctness of the message by the use of checksum. Checksum is nothing but we are calculating checksum value in both the center and receiver side. If the center and receiver is having same checksum value, that means there is no loss in packet from center to receiver. If it varies, we can identify if there's some packets are lost during the transmission. So it will be overcome by the transmission control protocol, that means TCP. Then, if a process wants to send a small message and does not require reliability, then you can use the UDP protocol as intermediate between the center and receiver. Otherwise, we can go for the transmission control protocol. Here is the user datagram format of UDP. Then UDP packets called user datagrams have a fixed size of headers 8 bytes made up of 4 fields, each of 2 bytes. That means each 2 bytes means it is consists of 16 bits of length. Then here the first two fields define the source and destination port number. Without port number, we can't transmit the message between the sender and the receiver. So before transmission, we have to establish the connection between the sender port number and the receiver port number. So here the port number is used. Then the third field is the total length of the user datagram. Here header plus data length is defined. Then the 16 bits can define a total length of 0 to 65535 bytes. Then the last field can carry the optional checksum value. This diagram will explain about the header format of user datagram protocol. Then these are the services controlled by the user datagram protocol. First service is process to process communication. Here the UDP provides process to communication using socket address. A combination, the socket address is nothing but a combination of addresses and the IP addresses and the port numbers. Then connectionless services. This means that each user datagram sent by UDP is an independent datagram, that it will not depend on the other datagram for the sending messages. Then there is no relationship between the different user datagram even if they are coming from the same source process and going to the same destination program. Then the user datagrams are not numbered. Then those processes sending short messages, that means short messages means less than the 65,507 bytes. And the UDP can be used for the transmitting messages. Then flow control. UDP is very simple protocol. Here there is no flow control and hence no window mechanism. Receiver may overflow with incoming messages. Then next one is the error control. Here there is no error control mechanism in UDP except for the checksum. Yeah, the checksum is here optional, so the checksum is used that the error is controlled. Otherwise, it will not control the error. This means that the sender does not know if a message has been lost or duplicated. When the receiver detects an error through the checksum, the user datagram is silently discarded. Another one is checksum. The UDP checksum calculation includes three sections: a pseudo header on the UDP header and the data from the application layer. And the last one is congestion control. The UDP is a connectionless protocol and it will also does not provide any congestion control. The next important services of UDP is queuing. Queuing is nothing but if you are receiving a message, it will follow the queue concept. That means first in, first out. The first coming messages will be transmitted to receiver first. Then it will be followed by the second, third, and so on. Then multiplexing and demultiplexing. In a host running a TCP/IP protocol should there is only one UDP, but possibly several processes that may want to use the services of UDP to handle this situation. Then UDP multiplexes, and demultiplexes. Here is the queuing concept of UDP. The application process, then the port number, then queues will be used in this architecture. Then another one is typical applications. The UDP is suitable for a process that requires simple request response communication. Then UDP is suitable for a process with internal flow and error control mechanisms. Then UDP is suitable for transport protocol for multicasting. Then UDP is used for some route updating protocols such as routing information protocol, that means RIP. Then UDP is normally used for interactive real-time applications. This is denoted of UDP packet format. Here, the 32-bit source IP address is uh, used in the center side. Then 32-bit destination IP address used for the receiver IP address. Then here another one field is all zeros, and 8-bit protocols is the next field. Then total length of UDP is contained 16 bit of length. Then another one is source port address contains 16 bit of length. Then destination port address contains 16 bits of length. Then next one is the total length of header and the data. Last one is checksum. It is optional for UDP. Then last field is data. It varies the length. It may vary depending on the data. Thank you.